Hey, so it's me again, Boobish. Uh, oh shit, do any of you even remember me? Okay, so I'm finally here to cover the unfortunate topic of TX shutting down. And if you can already tell, I really don't want to make this video as it's just tragic. Like, I've been trying to delay this video for as much as I possibly could, as the game has really gave me a big kick to the balls the very last official days of its existence. You see, there was a contest to design a skin set, and I was working on my entry. However, the same day I was gonna post the final product, I see that the game is shutting down, so I feel I at least deserve to show the final skin here. So I present to you prehistorical predator skin for Hornet and Hammer, or whatever the fuck this is. Yay! Now that that's out of the way, this video isn't a bring back TX or I'm suiciding type of video, but more of an analysis of what went wrong and how. So for starters, let's take a look at Tanki X as a whole. Now Tanki X is, or was, the much anticipated Tanki 2.0, which was a big deal back in the day, and you can still easily find the original concept art for the tanks themselves. And most of them look really sick. Wait, what the f? But however, later Tanki 2.0 was announced cancelled, and instead they added new TO content which made all your M1 and M2 tanks look like plastic, and added new ranks. Oh yes, that's exactly what I wanted. 9 years of this game and still to this day not March. Oh, and conveniently, as I try to make this point,
maybe one day we can remake tank models too.
Yep, we will remake tanks. It's a secret, but we are already working on a Thunder Prime. Later we will remake all the hulls and turrets, give them a fresh look and more details. There's a lot of work to do, so we won't tell you exact day, but a lot of things will change in tanks.
Anyways, back to the main topic. A few years down the line, Tanki X was released and it looked stunning. Like, seriously, TO had nothing on this. However, the game was poorly optimized and my old computer literally got wrecked because of it. Shit. So I got a new PC which could actually give me 60 FPS sandbox on medium graphics. Getting back to the main topic, I imagine I wasn't the only one who struggled with running the game, as I assume that was the sole reason most players still play TO to this day, as the game is barely demanding at all. I mean, it can run on a browser. Meanwhile, TX has to be installed on your actual PC, which is another slight inconvenience, but if you're gonna tell me that's not worth it, this video is probably not for you anyways. So we have established that TX is a demanding game, but I don't think that was the only reason for its downfall. The second reason would have to do with the utter lack of advertisements for such an important sequel to TO. And it is important, because anyone you would ask after giving them the chance to play both games would tell you that Tanki X is hands down the better one. With better graphics, more diverse abilities, faster paced gameplay, less of an advantage to people who spend money, and finally way less self-destructs due to flipping your shawarma. Now, a concerning trend I've noticed is that every TX player seems to fucking hate TO, saying it's a shit game. But I kind of disagree with that opinion, because it's basically like me saying, hey guys, you know when we had ice cream as a kid, those were the good days, you know, but then they say, shut the fuck up, no one eats ice cream anymore. You should actually kill your shut the fuck up, no one eats ice cream anymore. It's literally for kids. And it's pretty obvious that the new cake product here, Tanki X, is better than it. So with that logic, you should never ever eat ice cream again, or else you're a disgrace to the entire cake of Tanki X, which is obviously way greater. Damn, that sounds so fucking communist. However, despite all this, pretty much any TO player I met and asked them if they played Tanki X, the usual response was, what that? It's very clear that half the TO fanbase didn't even know Tanki X existed. And those people who do know wouldn't spread the word to TO players because they don't play the game anymore. And really, I can't blame them for not knowing. It almost seems like the devs and the entire community try to keep this as some sort of secret from half the community. Now, one theory I do have is that this might have been done to extend the life of Tanki Online, as it seems to be the majority moneymaker. I mean, come on, TOS survived for 10 years. Tanki X couldn't even do half of that. Which leads me on to my last point this video. Tanki X didn't make enough revenue. Now, for this point, I really don't have any concrete evidence, but if a game closes down because of lack of development, that generally means the product didn't generate enough revenue to sustain itself and its development. Now, think about this. When was the last time you bought anything in the shop? Whether it was a squad offer, X crystals, or DLC. Wait, Tanki X had DLC? Well, yes. You see, in the Steam version, you could buy 4 different value packs featuring skins, X crystals, and even an exclusive paint. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, calling these DLCs pushing it about as much as calling the Red Amber paint a Steam exclusive, as I recall this thing selling for, I believe, 250 X crystals during the sale. And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that at least 90% of the people who own this paint don't even know that it was supposed to be a Steam exclusive, as the Steam version of the game was barely played by any people at all, but including yours truly. So, anyways, going back to the main topic of monetization, you'd assume the most dedicated players would buy X crystals to pimp their rage, if you know what I'm saying. But look at it like this. The most dedicated players were also the ones to work up the leagues. And what do the two highest leagues give you? That's right, free X crystals. Which is enough for most purposes, as the only time I bought anything for myself in Tanki X was for the Braver Cracker ammo. Legit just for the dank memes. Oh no guys, rampage mode enabled. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Just gonna yoink the Snorlax, guys. Me and the boys taking a shit. I am so sorry about that. Anyways, while we are here on the topic of memes, we have the infamous meme itself, the XD Zeus container, which to me was the first red alarm that something was going wrong with this. It's just basically re-released content for a higher price. Now the community was pretty disappointed and seemed to agree the price was steep compared to regular XD skins. And well, let's just say I don't personally like this container either. Anyways, it didn't seem like the one single container was enough to save the entire game, so a few months later, Alternative just decided to drop Tanki X. And that's how we got here. Anyways, hopefully you understand what this video is about. I hope it was entertaining. I have no single clue where the channel will go, if anywhere at all. Probably just gonna stick to shitty montages again. Anyways, Unfortunate Souls, maybe see you sometime. That's a maybe though.